Hey, welcome back to Phone a Friend News, the Ambassadors of Gaming. I'm one. I can't tell if the camera can see my hand. One of your two hosts, Ambassador Chris,
And I'm Ambassador Michael.
and we have news
We do.
about things and stuff.
We do. We are unfortunately in the slow season, so don't expect any blockbusters. I mean, we have more NX possible leaks, like for the 600th time to
Mike
talk
got a
about.
cool loot crate with Futurama stuff in it.
I did. I really like Futurama. I like Futurama so much. I've watched Futurama the entire series 3 times.
Futurama's hilarious.
It's so good. By the
Girl, I
way,
wouldn't be talking about fashion when you're wearing a lime green tank top. Damn!
there's no way in hell that show would go over easily now. People would get so fucking upset about it.
Was a.
Have you watched that show recently?
I mean, I've seen the whole series.
Yeah, but just I don't know. Go and pick a random episode and watch it, and just think about how people on the internet react and how they would react to that show.
Dude, one of the things I think
It's
about
ridiculous.
most, one of the episodes I think about most when he's trying to get into
love it.
Calculon's house, and Calculon's just he's trying to take a shower, but his water won't heat up. He's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, I'm Pedro." He goes, unless you can get my water temperature up, I don't want to talk to you." He knocks on the door and he goes, "What?" He goes, "I thought I told you I don't want anything to do with you." Bender. He goes, "I'm name's not Bender. That was the last guy. My name's Boiler." And he's like heating his shower water. He goes, "Oh wow, thanks, Boiler." He goes, "Yeah, no problem. Just call me Bender." That's her, officer. That's the woman who programmed me for evil. Dude, there's so many. I saw a campaign poster for Bender.
I did too.
It was like, "Kill all humans. You meatbags had your chance." Bender, 2016.
That's so funny.
That dude has voiced so many things. He voices
Yeah.
the main character in Gears of War.
Does he? That's interesting.
Yeah, he does. He voices
Marcus.
Banshee 44 from Destiny.
Okay.
He played a church pastor in the Boondocks. That was pretty funny.
The Boondocks, the anime, the Boondocks, or the movie, the Boondocks.
The anime, the Boondocks.
Okay. That show's
That
ridiculous.
anime is so hilarious.
It's so fucking ridiculous.
It's so hilarious. The only reason that show is okay is because it was made by two black guys.
Yeah.
That is the only reason. Other than that,
People would lose their fucking minds. Like,
yeah, for good reason.
That show is fucked up.
That show is. There's so many good shows.
God. Hey, shut up, phone. Anyways, yeah, let's talk about
We haven't even
news.
started talking about news. We're babbling.
No, that's generally what we do.
I forgot we were recording for a moment. Sorry.
Oh well.
I got a new chair. Super comfy.
I bet it is. I'm still on this flat ass chair over here.
Can I have my old one, Michael? I told you this already.
Joyous.
When you come up on Friday, you can take it home with you, or Saturday, you can take it
Joyous.
home with you.
So now we'll get to this. Yes.
Tell me news about
Okay.
things and stuff.
This one's real quick. Xbox has a new policy in their terms and use that you have to sign in to your Xbox Live Gamertag once within every 5 years to keep ownership of your account, which is fair enough. They're gonna
You
start
mean if
deleting
you're not signed in?
for over 5 years, then they're gonna delete your account or the Gamertag because they're gonna assume you're not using it. Which is fair enough. 5 years is a really long fucking time, and all you have to do is sign in like on your computer. Like you don't even actually have to own an Xbox.
You know what that makes me think of? People who had a 360 and then switched over to PS4, and then when the next generation of game consoles comes out, like after whatever this Scorpio comes out, and after Neo comes out, like and maybe a Microsoft console will be the big deal. Going, "Oh yeah, I'll just play on my old use my old gamer tag." No, sorry.
No, fuck you, it's gone.
Gone. And we don't feel bad about it either.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're giving us a heads up now, so, and it's in the terms and use, but to be fair, nobody fucking reads those things.
No one reads it.
So, the next thing is another NX leak. So, there's that. We're going to talk about it. I'm not pleased about it. I'm really fucking tired of talking about the NX. I just want to know what the fuck it is. So, but here we go. Let me get through all of this, and then we will discuss.
Okay, fine.
First things first. Imagine the 3DS, but without the top screen.
Mm-hmm.
That is how the NX controller is being diagrammed. Alright. Now, the sides where the buttons and the joystick are, those detach from the screen to be used like the Wiimote and the nunchuck.
Okay.
In said rumors. It's also said that, obviously, this runs on a cartridge-based system, as it has been assumed for a while now. The cartridges are rumored to be as large as 32 gigabytes, which isn't jack shit for games now.
Not at all.
So,
excuse me, puberty.
digital downloads are to be expected, but they have not been confirmed because obviously Nintendo hasn't said shit about any of this. Nintendo is creating their own operating system for it. I guess there was a rumor or speculation that it was going to run off of some version of Android. And Nintendo squashed that. They said, no, we're not running it off of Android. We're making an operating system for it.
Yeah,
ourselves.
dude, it'll be proprietary.
Yeah. Now, this is where it's about to get real fucking nerdy and to the point where I don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. And I'm like, I like to look into this kind of shit, but this is like, if you're a PC gamer, you'll understand. If you're not, you're going to be fucking lost. So, the rumors for the processor is that they're going to use NVIDIA's Tegra mobile processor, which is currently less powerful than the PS4 and the Xbox One because it's a processor meant for smartphones. So, but the article I had read from, I forget where it was from, I'll give them credit in the description. They said that possibly the model they are using is that Tegra mobile processor and it is named the X1. They said it's possible that Nintendo is maybe just using that as a placeholder for the next version, which would be the X2, which would give you better battery life, better performance, all that shit. You know, the normal shit you get with upgraded processors. So, yeah, that's it. Apparently, it's going to run off a mobile processor, and it's, like I described, with a handheld, the joysticks and the buttons on the side, and then the screen connects to a TV dock that would send the signal to your TV. This sounds fucking stupid.
All right. First of all, I want to squash the rumor that this is going to be some sort of super powered console. It's not.
No.
I highly doubt it. There's so many people that were thinking that the whole NX thing is going to be something that's going to step all over the PS4 and the Xbox One. Not going to happen.
Equal it.
Not going to happen at all. Basically, this Nintendo console is going to be probably the same reason you own a Wii U or a Wii right now, is because you want to play some Nintendo games. But it doesn't mean that this is going to replace something as your primary console. No one's going to go sell their PS4 or Xbox One to go, hey, I want my primary console to be the NX. Not going to happen.
It just sounds so fucking terrible, dude. I'm sorry, I'm trying to reach for something here real quick. It just sounds so terrible.
I want to see it. I really want to see it. But
I want Nintendo to come out and tell us what the fuck they're thinking. That's what I want to know. Like, if you're going to come out with a system, right, and it's a system that's come out 2 or 3 years after this generation has started, and it's less powerful than the current ones, which are old as shit. They're probably running on 4 or 5 year old hardware at this point.
Well, the Wii and Wii U did the same thing.
Yeah.
The Wii was less powerful.
The Wii came out first, didn't it? Before the PS3 and the 360?
The point is that they're still in the same console generation.
Yeah.
The Wii had the power of, like, it just didn't have that much power. And now the Wii U has a little less power than the 360 had.
The difference is the Wii had good games. The Wii U doesn't have a stellar lineup of games. Like, the Wii U has, like, most of these games are moderately okay, or they're fucking terrible, and people don't even want to make games for the console, so good fucking luck. The only people giving you games are Nintendo, and that's only because they have to validate the system's fucking existence in the first place. So, like, I don't get it. I guess it's fine if you can make games that work for it, or have it be integrated somewhere where the mobile part makes sense. Maybe if the NX ran 3DS games, which it won't, because then there's no reason to
Then
have
they
a
wouldn't
3DS.
sell 3DSs.
Yeah. So you're gonna own 2 handhelds. You're gonna own an NX handheld and a 3DS handheld? That doesn't even make any fucking sense.
Because who would own 3 handheld consoles? Who would own 2 handheld consoles? I mean, I think that just sounds stupid in itself. You have to be a real idiot to own 2 handheld consoles. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Mike.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. To be fair, I play the Vita more than I play the fucking 3DS. And the 3DS has good games. The Vita has good games too, but nobody gives a shit about them apparently.
I play my 3DS decently often. Most of the time just to lay on my couch and play some Smash when I don't feel like playing it on the Wii U. And I know what you're thinking, well, you could just play it on the gamepad. Well, the thing is, you kind of can't because there's lag. You'll randomly get a lag spike. The gamepad connection is really bad. I'll just be running, and all of a sudden I'll see this.
See, so now this makes me think, right? This is the Vita, correct? Right? The Vita is significantly smaller than the Wii U gamepad, correct? I can play on this.
It bothers me that the joysticks don't click.
I mean, there's no real reason for them to, but plus it'd be hard to like configure it that way. They figured there was no reason to when you have a touchscreen on the front and the back.
What
about they usually put them down here on the touch screen, or on the back touch.
Like running.
Sometimes they configure that, like running in Destiny, for example, is down. I think like left and down on the D-pad. It's really fucking weird. They're like,
yeah, that sounds really.
Yeah, it's really weird sometimes. But my point is, Nintendo could have made the gamepad this small, and it would have been okay. But they didn't. They wanted it to be fucking giganto for no apparent fucking reason.
They wanted a lot of screen real estate.
It's dumb. Anyways, my point is, this is basically what you're gonna get with the NX. It's gonna break off here, and then you're gonna have your 2 controllers like this, which still sounds dumb as fuck. And I'm going to assume that the controller wouldn't. I just thought about this. I'm assuming it will not be this size, but it will be smaller than the gamepad, but bigger than this. Because the controllers will most likely probably be about this big, would be my guess, right? So you have something to actually fucking grip onto.
Mike loves the Wii U Pro controller.
I do. The Wii U Pro controller is a fantastic controller. It's just the controller they should have fucking used.
I need Rumble for my games.
I'm not even mad about the Rumble because the controller lasts for fucking ever. Like, that battery lasted me 12 hours the first time I used it. I didn't charge that thing for 3 days the first time I got it. Before I had to charge it the first time. Like, that thing lasts forever. It's awesome. I don't know why the fuck Nintendo didn't go with that, but what do I know? Anyways, the point is they're gonna apparently say, fuck everything. We're gonna make a handheld with cartridges, and it's gonna be underpowered as shit and make us look like shit next to Sony and Xbox. So good job, Nintendo.
I don't know. I am eager to see it. Regardless of what it is, I am most likely going to get it. So
I mean, I wanted to really bad, but if this is what it ends up being, where it's just an emulator, it emulates it to the TV like a Chromecast, like, there's no way the graphics are gonna be good. There's no way.
We'll see.
I'm not a stickler about graphics, but like, come on, like, step it up a little bit. Like, you're just getting shit on by indie devs at this point.
Right.
And it's kind of sad. That's just my opinion, and I'm kind of a dick about it, but that's because I'm tired of talking about the fucking thing. Nintendo won't talk about it. So, like, I just want to know what it is so I can criticize it for what it is. And then we can go, should we get it? I don't know. Yes, no, maybe so. So, we'll see. Also, it's dumb as fuck that they announced the release date before they even showed the damn thing. Or gave an official name to it. That was a terrible decision.
Wait, they actually announced the controller?
No, I'm saying, remember, what was it? It was like a month or two before E3, so like May or April. Nintendo tweeted out, Nintendo NX, March 2016 is the release date. So they announced the release date for something.
2017?
2017. I'm sorry. So they announced the release date for a system they haven't shown, don't have an official name for, and nobody knows what the fuck it is. Oh, and by the way, pre-orders are up. For a fucking system you don't even know what the fuck it is. That's dumb.
You can always cancel a pre-order.
GameStop won't let me cancel the pre-order for... I pre-ordered 3 games, right? And because one of the games already came out in that order that I purchased, I can't cancel the other 2 pre-orders. They just won't let me.
It's never been that way for me.
It's because they're all in one order. So because one of them was fulfilled, now it's like, oh, you already got it. You're fucked now.
You should do it one at a time now. Now you learned.
Well, I pre-ordered them in store, so I have to go pick them up and pay for them in store. I didn't actually give them any money. So all I'm going to do is just let it ride out and not pick them up at the store. Because I sent an email to them and they never emailed me back. So, whatever. Moving on to good news and then sad news and then good news. So good news. Apparently Sony is getting ready for system update 4.0. Sony does this thing now where the first thing they do is they put a blog post up and they go, you can now sign up for betas for 4.0. So you can go sign up right now for the beta for 4.0. You can roll back to 3.5 if there's issues or your system gets bugged. Also understand that if you do go into a beta on system software, it could break your system, and if it breaks your system, you're fucked, and they will not replace it. That is on you. So be careful, take it with a grain of salt. I don't personally do them because I like to play my fucking games and my system not to break, and I have shitty luck, so I'm not taking that chance.
You really do.
So
you have really bad luck.
So this is what Sony does. They announce these betas. They don't give you any details of what the update is. Once they have the betas figured out and closed off to who's going to get into the beta, who's not, then they start releasing like patch notes for the software. So it's like, this is what we're adding, this is what we're adding, this is what we're adding, this is what we're adding. And then when they're about to release it, they do like a video trailer for it and all that. So
yeah.
So we'll probably know in like 2 weeks what 4.0 is, because Sony knows that everybody's just going to run their mouths and tell everybody what it is about anyways. Xbox does the same thing. They create a scissor reel before the beta comes out. So that, because people are going to tell people anyways, even though you're not really supposed to. So they just say fuck it and do it themselves. So hopefully they give us some cool new features. They're taking out Ustream soon. So hopefully they can make up the extra space in there somewhere and give us something good. Because the 0.0s are usually the ones where they add like a lot of shit. Like 3.0, they added YouTube streaming to it, or share to YouTube, and like share to Twitter. So, and then a bunch of little like tweaks and notifications for like trophies and friends and communities and that kind of shit. So
yeah,
I'm excited to see what goes down.
What's the bad news, Michael?
Here's the bad news, which also has good news in it, so it balances itself out to neutral news. So, No Man's Sky is finished, correct?
Oh, no.
It's done. PC version has been delayed 3 days. Why 3 days? I don't know. That's just what they said. They said they have to delay it 3 days, probably for certification or some bullshit, or to get it through Steam or something. I don't know. Maybe they need to fix a patch on it or something. So, here are the release dates for No Man's Sky. Europe, PS4, August 10th. North America, PS4, August 9th. PC, August 12th. So, here's the good news now. So, as everyone knows, to play online games, you have to have PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live, correct? Play online multiplayer games? Yes. So, because No Man's Sky is not intended to be a multiplayer game, you will occasionally run into other players, but that is only possible if you end up being on the same server as someone else, in the same area, in the same, like, in the universe. So it's like a minimal fraction you'll meet somebody else. So Sony has determined that you do not need PlayStation Plus to access the games online features, which is the whole game playing online. So,
That's cool.
You'll need internet, but you don't need PlayStation Plus because it's intended as a single player experience with multiplayer elements. It's like if you're lucky in the first 2 weeks of playing it, you might pass by 1 or 2 people. You know what I mean? So I was very excited about that. That was really weird because normally like Destiny, I don't know if you can play Destiny without PlayStation Plus.
You can't.
I didn't think so. Even though you could play by yourself, you can't play Destiny by yourself online without PlayStation Plus.
Yes.
Okay,
You
that's what I thought.
You need PlayStation Plus.
That is what I believed. So the last bit of news is: do you remember Marvel Ultimate Alliance?
Marvel.
Older games. One of them came out on the PS2, and the second one I think came out on PS3 and 360.
I kind of got into the gaming generation midway through the 360's lifespan,
okay.
So you'll have to enlighten me.
It's Marvel Ultimate Alliance is this configuration of. It's kind of like how the Lego games are. You play through a storyline and you have access to all these heroes. Oh shit! Hold on 1 second.
What happened to your camera feed, Meagle?
I don't know. I watched my camera just go blink, 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 and then it turned itself off. That was really weird. Oh, you're gonna be a bitch, aren't you?
Yep.
God damn it! Alright, I'm gonna make a cut here real quick.
And we're back.
Yay.
Sorry about that.
I fixed it.
Mike is dumb.
Mostly by quitting.
Dumb. He's smarter than I am.
Anyway.
In certain things. Tech is one of them.
Yeah.
Mathematics. I'm all up on that.
We complement each other in areas of our weaknesses. Anyways. Where was I in telling you about Marvel Ultimate Alliance?
Forgot. You said it was like Lego games?
Yes, it's like Lego games where it follows a story, but you have to pick through a certain set of characters, and each character can do certain things, and you have to use those characters to like go over puzzles and shit like that.
I get you. Yeah,
it's very much like that. So they are re-releasing them on PS4, Xbox One, and PC, and they are currently out today, or the day we're recording this, Tuesday, the 26th. And they are out for $40. Marvel Alliance Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2. They are $40 a piece or $60 US for the both of them. So if you're gonna buy them, you're probably better off just paying the $60 and just getting both of them. They're digital only at this time. There's no plans currently for retail release, and people are speculating that it might be to see if there's still interest. Because that's what a lot of these companies are doing, are re-releasing old games to see if people still are interested in the series before they make a new game. So, if you want a new Marvel Ultimate Alliance, go buy these.
Right.
Because if you buy them and you support them, they're going to make a new game.
We went over this with the Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, Crash Bandicoot. Every game, if they re-release old shit and you haven't gotten a new game from them in forever, buy it, even if you're not going to play it. Because that's what they read into. They assume that if you're going to buy these games, you will buy a new game. So, do yourself a favor for your fellow fans and purchase games. You don't have to. It's just how these people tend to work, at least from my understanding and business perspective. So, but that is it for the news today. It's kind of a short one.
Dry season.
It is indeed the dry season. Gamescom's going to probably be dry too, because Gamescom, Sony and Microsoft are not presenting there.
I got this.
You got another amiibo?
It's a Lucas amiibo from Smash.
Ooh.
There are 3 characters I play as in Smash a lot, and that's Lucas, Toon Link, and Mario.
Yeah. I like Mario. He's pretty good.
Mario's so fast.
Yeah, he is. And he hits pretty hard too.
Dr. Mario hits harder.
Yeah, he does.
The whole point of Dr. Mario is that you get a slower Mario, but he hits harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah, games show, whatever you're saying.
Gamescom is the German press or conference. Nobody's announcing anything there as far as I know. TGS will be interesting because that Sony tends to play to the Japanese market then, so they announce different things. People are still expecting for some fucking reason the Neo to come out this year.
It's not happening.
People think Neo is gonna come out in October. It's already July and they haven't announced it yet. To be fair, Microsoft announced the Xbox One S in June, and they're releasing it I think next week. So it hasn't been that long, and it's already about to be out.
Right.
So I mean, I guess they could announce it, but TGS comes, I believe, after the release of PlayStation VR, and the whole point of the Neo apparently is to complement PlayStation VR. So why would they have a press conference and release it way after PlayStation VR comes out? It doesn't make any sense to me. But the internet's the internet, you know. They have their speculations. So I just don't think it's coming out this year. I think best case Sony comes out at PlayStation Experience and goes, yeah, here's the Neo, if they still plan on releasing the Neo. I still think Microsoft kicked them in the balls and was like, well, guess what? You bitched about our console not being good enough. Here's one that's good enough for you. And came out with they're going to do the Scorpio next year. So now Sony's either got to go balls deep with the Neo, or they got to go back and fix it and make a new one. So we'll see.
I'm sorry, but you know what that makes me think of? That game sharing ad PS4 or PlayStation Sony came out with after Xbox said that you could only buy new games.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, here's how you share games with PS4. He just shows the guy this is the game and like hands it to another guy, and the other guy's like, thanks.
Dude, I hope that entire marketing team got fired, and the people that like thought of that, because that was just awful. That was like one of the worst conferences ever for them.
We're not going to get into this. I already told you that I felt like they took their loyal demographic from the 360 days and
fucked them. They bent them over the table and fucked them. Yeah.
So. But anyway,
that's it for
that's the news. That's it for this week. Try and check out the channel at least once a week. You might find like what you find. And we are going to get out of here because my tummy hurts because I ate too much ice cream.
Okay, goodbye.
Very large. Bye.